100-plus prices lowered across the entire store. Stock up on fresh meats, produce, frozen foods, snack foods, and your favorite beverages and pastries. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 9, Sunday, 10 to 8. Save-A-Lot Grocery, White Oak Plaza, Spindale.
11 minutes after, coming up on 12 minutes after 7 o'clock, I should say, on this Saturday morning. Getting started with our Saturday morning call-around report. With us this morning is Deputy Deaton. Deputy, good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
Doing pretty good. What do you have on the report for us this morning?
For the last 24 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office has had 146 calls for service, 17 arrests, and 177 in the jail. I only have one incident report for you today, and it would be from a Mr. Oliver Max Gardner III from the Kaiser area, reported damage to personal property. On to our arrest reports. Liza Ann Berry was arrested for assault and battery, injury to personal property. Austin Tyler Moore was arrested for failure to comply. Sammy Ray Wishon was charged with chop shop activity by theft, fraud, or other, breaking and entering, larceny after breaking and entering. Brooklyn Nicole Hollifield was charged with first-degree trespass. Keenan Jarrell Ramsey was charged with unauthorized use of motor vehicle. Angela Darlene Jefferson was charged with assault and battery. Kahaji Sharif Hampton was charged with misdemeanor larceny. And Brittany Dawn Short was charged with failure to appear on a misdemeanor. And that's all the reports I have for you today.
Deputy Deaton, we appreciate that report. You guys be safe out there today.
Thank you, sir. You have a good weekend.
Thanks, you too. Bye-bye. Deputy Deaton with a report from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. Let us know what's happening in the world of crime fighting for this Saturday. Don't forget, yard sale coming up this morning at 141 Davy Lane in Rutherford. Lots of items to choose from, and you'll be glad you stopped by. Go out and see them. That begins at 8 o'clock this morning, goes until 12. Again, 141 Davy Lane in Rutherford. Also, Norville Auction is conducting an auction today, September the 28th at 9 a.m. The Joe Godlock Living Estate and Consignment Auction is one you want to attend, right next to the Tryon International Equestrian Center, 4336 Pea Ridge Road. The sale will start at 9 a.m. You can bid on Massey Ferguson and John Deere tractors, Farmall Cub with belly mower, 1981 Jeep J10, along with other vehicles. Several box scrapes will be available up for bid, along with some scrap metal, a 12x17 movable building, and so much more. Early consignments include rifles and pocket watches. Parking will be at the Tryon Equestrian Concrete Facility the day of the sale. And that's today, September 28th at 9 a.m., 4336 Pea Ridge Road in Rutherford. We'll continue with our call-around report, check in with the 911 Communications Center after this.
Have you heard the three big lies about Medicaid eligibility? First, if you need a nursing home, Medicaid will take your house. That's not true. Second, if you transfer assets, you have to wait 60 months to qualify. That's not true. And third, if you're already in a nursing home, it's too late to protect your assets. That's not true. Please call attorneys Gerald N. Willis, Kent Baldwin, or Martin Gerard at the Arledge Law Firm for a free consultation and learn the truth about Medicaid and eligibility and nursing home care in North Carolina. It's more likely than you think that you may qualify and not lose everything you own. Call the Arledge Law Firm today at 287-3338, located on East Court Street in Rutherford. Again, that's 287-3338.
Right now, there aren't enough people donating blood, but you may have the A, B, or O blood type patients need. Give blood with the American Red Cross. Visit redcrossblood.org/missing types or call 1-800-RED-CROSS to make your donation appointment today.
16 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Saturday morning, we're going next to the Rutherford County 911 Communications Center. With us is Candy. Candy, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Doing good.
What do you have for us this morning?
In the past 24 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications Center has processed 464 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 53 for EMS, 30 for rescue. For law enforcement, the Sheriff's Office had 146. Forest City had 80, Rutherford had 44, Lake Lure had 1, and Spindle had 64. Our fire calls, Green Hill responded to a grass fire assisted by the Forestry Service, Hudlow to a motor vehicle accident, Rutherford to a motor vehicle accident, SDO to a motor vehicle accident, and industrial fire alarm, Spindle to a motor vehicle accident, and Fannie Industrial power line fire, and that's all we had.
Katie, thanks so much for that report. Guys, have a great weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks, bye-bye. Candy with a report from the 911 Communications Center, letting us know what's happening up and around the world of communications as far as emergency traffic, stuff like that. High school football Friday night action last night. Of course, Jay Coombs and Cliff Palmieri, along with Christian Gold. I keep forgetting to mention him. Christian was with them last night. East Rutherford traveled to RS Central for a 7 o'clock kickoff last night. And East Rutherford pretty much, they did good most of the game, but there in the end, they let RS Central come back and beat them 35-28, the final score there. And Chase traveled, Madison traveled into Chase. It was Chase High School's homecoming, and Chase beat them by a score of 50-0. Now, that's something I should mention. Chase has beat every one of their opponents this year by a score of 30 or more points, 30-plus points. Every Chase victory this year. Chase dominating this year. Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy traveled to Cherryville. 64-0 was the score there. Of course, Chase, Thomas Jefferson are undefeated, 5-0 in the county teams. But, yeah, good luck. Congratulations to all our county teams. Hope they have continued success going forward. And we'll keep track of them all throughout the year right here. WCAB 100.9 FM, 590 AM. And we'll continue with our call-around report right after this.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Next Thursday, you will be caught in an extreme flash flood.
Disasters don't plan ahead, but you can. Talk to your loved ones about making an emergency plan. Get started today at ready.gov/plan. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Stay in touch with your tax dollars. Listen to the Commish Report and the School Board Report each month live here on WCAB. The reports are heard the following morning after the meetings. WCAB, keeping you informed as well as entertained.
We've always had villains to face.
Bad guys to take down. But you are the most horrible of all. We're here because we've had enough of you.
One person is not a team.
But when we join together, you don't stand a chance.
Marvel Studios' Avengers Endgame, MasterCard, and Stand Up to Cancer are joining together today to help take down one of the biggest villains of all, cancer. Join us now at standuptocancer.org/MasterCard.
20 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Saturday morning, and of all things, people interrupting Homer's coffee this morning. Homer, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Doing good.
Yeah, they got to wait till you quit sipping your coffee before they start rolling in there like that.
Yeah, we can handle it. We can do 2 or 3 things at once.
It's a multitask situation.
That's what I do all day here.
That's right. Homer, what's happening up in Lake Lure, Rumbling Bald area this morning?
Well, like I said, it's getting a little busy. We'll start with the weather. Kind of mild, 73 midnight, 69 currently. Kind of a clear, sort of a minor hazy looking sky. Not a bad morning so far. Just been told by Mr. Luther that we are having a golf tournament this morning. Luther's been busy giving out passes already this morning, sending people to the pro shop. So, as usual, it's going to be a busy Saturday for golf here. Of course, that's always been the case. People love that golf here, and they got 2 18-hole courses to choose from, and they keep coming back. Also, I don't have a flyer, but I've been told the White House Community Center on Plano's Gap Road is having a country breakfast this morning. It starts at 7 o'clock on Painter's Gap Road. I think I've got a plate coming this morning, at least I hope so. Also, let's see, we're having a fish fry next Saturday at the Mullins Bible Camp. We'll be announcing it more as it progresses. Still getting bad reports as usual. Yeah, that fish fry is going to be 2 Saturdays. It's been pretty dry up here. We also have the ground superintendent here, Mr. Bobby Tate. He's here already watering the flowers this morning. So they got him out early watering the flowers, keeping them from getting dry. So we got a little bit of all kind of activities going on up here at Rum and Ball.
A little bit of everything going up there this morning, don't you?
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those days.
Yeah, it sounds like it is. Homer, we appreciate the report. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to I guess Steve again on Monday morning.
That sounds good.
Thanks, Homer. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Homer with the report from the Lake Louis Rumbling Bald Fairfield area. Looks like they're pretty busy up and around that area this morning. So, golf tournament coming up, all kind of things going on, and looks like a place to be. We'll check in with our next call-around reporter. We'll go over to the Sunshine, Cherry Mountain, Ballstick Fire District. We'll speak with Sue Price after this.
When you need daycare services for your adult loved one, Rutherford Life Services is always there for a dependable and loving environment. Rutherford Life offers a place to go during the daytime for medical monitoring, nutritional meals, and creative activities. Caregivers can go to work knowing that their loved one is in a safe and reliable place. Rutherford Life is licensed by the North Carolina Division of Aging. Rutherford Life has a full staff of trained professionals who show love and support. Call them today and let them answer any questions you may have concerning adult daycare services. 828-288-1697 or visit the facility at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
7:23 on this Saturday morning. Going over to the Ballstick, Sunshine, Cherry Mountain Fire District. Sue Price, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. Hope you are.
I'm doing pretty good. Woke up with a sinus, or not really sinuses, allergy, coughing fit this morning. I do that usually every morning, but it seems like this morning was a little bit worse. But I cough and hack for about 30, 45 minutes, and I'm all right. So, yeah.
These allergies are bad.
Yeah, especially, seems like it hits me more this time of the year than anything. I can handle the winter to spring, but the summer to fall, it seems like it's worse on me.
Well, let's see. I'm starting out at 70 degrees this morning, so it's warm out there, and I'm going to have another pretty day. Maybe might get a little bit of rain. That would be good. And let's see. I have no calls from the fire department. Sounds like several of them had motor vehicle accidents. People, be careful out there. Put those phones down. Don't be answering them while you're driving. Got no birthdays or anniversaries on my church calendar for today or tomorrow. On my personal calendar today, I've got an anniversary for Bob and Imogene Hodge, so I hope they're going to have a real good day today. And tomorrow, a birthday for Erlene Settle. And let's see, Fairview has nothing for today. Tomorrow, they've got birthdays for Harriet Yelton and Barbara Wilkie. And First Broad has a birthday today for Nick Early and tomorrow for Levi Bumgarner. So hope all the folks that's having birthdays or anniversaries will have a real good day today on their special day. In my announcements, the Duncans Creek Presbyterian Church will be having a ham supper. That'll be October 5th from 4 to 8 p.m. And Fairview Baptist Church is going to be having a singing September 29th, 6:30 p.m. with Israel Baku, a steel drum ministry from Trinidad. Everyone is welcome, and refreshments will be served after the singing. The annual, this is the 57th annual Gaddis Reunion, is coming up at Duncans Creek Presbyterian Church. That'll be October the 6th, starting at 1 p.m. They always have a good crowd at the church that day and enjoy their get-together. First Broad Baptist Church up in beautiful Golden Valley will be celebrating their 200th anniversary during the month of October. On Sunday, October 6th, the Golden Valley Crusaders will sing at the 11 o'clock service, and Reverend Charles Battle will preach. Following the worship service, there'll be a covered dish lunch in the fellowship hall. Everyone's invited to this special service, and also there will be a different minister each Sunday in October as they celebrate their 200th anniversary. And I guess that's about all the announcements I have. It's just a quiet and calm over this way, looking for a good day and a good weekend, and I hope you'll have one, Todd.
All right, Sue, thanks so much. You and Richard have a great weekend as well.
All right.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Sue Price with the report from the Ballstick Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire Department. Let us know what's happening over in and around that area. She mentioned Bob and Imogene Hodge having an anniversary today. I'd like to send out a special anniversary congratulations to you both there. Of course, you know Bob can be heard Monday through Friday 2 times a day. He's on the morning report and the afternoon report most days. And Bob and Imogene, he's been doing the afternoon, or the call-around report, I should say, for it seems like 40-something years, I believe, Bob. And I believe Bob is the one that's been doing the report the longest. Of course, Harry Taylor did it for a while, for a long time. Harry's wife, Ruby, now doing that. So, yeah, man, long time. Bob's been doing that 40, 43, 44 years, it seems like. And can you believe that? Imogene's put up with him through all of that. That's outstanding right there. That's a sign of a good woman right there. Imogene sticking right by his side for all the years he's put up with us here at WCAB. Bob and Imogene, happy anniversary. Hope you have many more. Of course, we've been talking Friday night football here in the Blue Room all morning long. Forgot to mention, you know, we got some football, more football action, and more baseball action coming up. That's right. UNC football versus Clemson this afternoon. 1:30 airtime for that. As soon as we get through with that, we'll head over to the Braves and the New York Mets. This is the final 2 games of the Braves coming up today. Tomorrow will be the last one. Of course, we will be broadcasting the last Braves regular season game. Of course, they did clinch the division title, so they will be moving on post-season action. We don't know our schedules on that yet. Of course, when the Braves move on and they get deeper into their postseason action, of course, the networks, they have to give that over to Major League Baseball, and we don't know what we can broadcast right at this point, what we can, what we can't, but we will figure that out for you. And, of course, Braves and New York Mets today after UNC Tar Heel football versus Clemson, and then the last Braves regular season game will be coming up tomorrow afternoon. That'll be the 3rd game of the series versus the Mets coming up tomorrow. So, yeah, we got football, baseball, we got it all right here at WCAB. 100.9 FM, 590 AM. We'll continue with our call-around report. Check in with the Union Mills Fire District. Brenda Kelly coming up momentarily.
WCAB, WCAB, WCAB,
If you haven't been to the Recliner Center lately, well, let me tell you, there's a lot of changes going on and a big secret, but that's going to be revealed later. But for now, I can reveal all the great merchandise that you'll find at the Recliner Center. You know, it's back to school time. That means a lot of time on the road, football, dance, basketball, and you still got a lot of yard work still yet to do, and your back is going to need all the help it can get. How about a new mattress from the Recliner Center? The kids are going to be bringing friends over. How about a redo in the family room? A new couch, love seat, rocker recliner, recliners from small to big boy sizes. Do you or a loved one have difficulty standing? Well, the Recliner Center has a great selection of different styles and colors of lift chairs. Some of these chairs allow you to be able to get your feet above your head, offering comfort, style, security, and standing, and locally owned and operated. That's the Recliner Center. They're on Cooper's Gap Road in Rutherfordton. Don't forget the Recliner Center's new hours, Wednesday through Friday, 9 to 4, Saturdays, 9 to 2.
My muscles ached. I was tired all the time.
My son had a full-blown asthma attack. It came out of nowhere.
The unsettling thing about some symptoms is
I had a fever and these terrible headaches.
you don't always know what's causing them.
It was Lyme disease from a tick bite.
I had Zika virus from a mosquito.
He had a reaction to cockroach allergens.
Threats to your health can come from unexpected places. Get the facts. Visit pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
7:32 or 28 minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock. Either way you look at it, it's going to find us up in Union Mills. And Brenda Kelly. Brenda, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine, and I hope you are.
I'm doing pretty good. It's one of the things, I get up every morning. Of course, I have to have that CPAP machine breathing. And I get up every morning. I usually cough for just a little bit, get my innards rolling, I guess I could say. But it seems like this morning it was a little more to it than just, coughing and clearing that out. So I don't know.
Well, you just take care of yourself and don't get pneumonia.
That's right. I'm going to go home.
That's bad news.
Yeah. About that pneumonia ain't nothing to play with, I'm telling you.
No, it ain't, huh? But we hope everybody's having a good Saturday morning. I've got 68 degrees on the front porch. Birthdays today, I've got Caleb Crane and Nathan Bagg. Tomorrow, on the 29th, I've got Ken Cook, Brantley Davis, Melissa Summy, Ken Leah Grace Holder, and Elliot Byers. On Round Hill today, it's Peggy St. Clair's birthday. So I hope all these people have a great old big day on their special day. And in ways of announcement, we got a country breakfast buffet going on as we speak. It'll last till 10 o'clock. This is at the White House Community Center at 5408 Painters Gap Road, Union Mills, NC, 28167. Adults, $6. Children, $6 to $12, $3. Children 5 and under free. And all proceeds go for the upkeep of the building. Then Gilkey Elementary School, all-class reunion. That'll be today at 3 p.m. Visit with old friends and meet some new friends. Music by Living by Faith and Homegrown. The menu will be barbecue, potato salad, slaw, baked beans, and homemade desserts, sweet tea, soda, and coffee. Barbecue plates will be $10. Barbecue sandwich will be $6. All proceeds go towards ongoing work at the school. Together we can keep our Gilkey School Community Center up and running. Hope you can join us. This is at 217 Gilkey School Road. And then on October the 7th, Shiloh Baptist Church is sponsoring the annual Pullman Supper to benefit world hunger. Everyone is welcome. It begins at 5:30 sharp and continues until 7 p.m. There is no price. However, any donations is appreciated, and every penny helps to alleviate global hunger. And then, Thoma City United Methodist Church on October the 5th is going to have a spaghetti supper. They'll have salad, dessert, and drink. All you can eat. Adults, $8. Kids 7 to 12, $3. Kids 6 and under eat for free. And I think that's got me covered.
I believe that's enough. If you can't find something to do this weekend, you ain't looking hard enough for something.
That's exactly right. There's always something to do if we just listen and pay attention,
right. If you tune your radio to the right station and listen, you will find something to do, I promise you.
That's exactly right. There's something going on just everywhere. Boy, Lake Lure's busy, wasn't he?
I'm telling you, Homer, he was having the time. It took him forever to answer the phone, and he said, I'm wide open this morning. So.
But we hope everybody will be safe and have a good weekend.
That's right, Brenda. Hope you have a great weekend as well. We'll catch you next time.
Okay, catch you later.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Brenda Kelly with a report from the Union Mills Fire District. Let us know what's happening up in the little town of Union Mills, up and around that area. Always great to talk to Brenda Kelly. One of the people that you can recognize her voice anywhere. I've seen people, Brenda, be out just talking and say, "Hey, you're Brenda Kelly from the radio." That's right. That's Brenda. She don't mind you saying hi to her. Might even give you an autograph if you ask her nice enough. Try and see. We'll continue with our call around report. Go down to Ellenboro. Luther Gillikin after this.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush, brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
When you went car shopping, you meant business. You aced vehicle history searches and test drives. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Jones Angel, voice of the Tar Heels, and this is WCAB, the most sports for the Foothills.
7:37 on this Saturday morning. Our final stop headed down to Ellenboro. Last but certainly not least, Luther Gillikin. Luther, good morning.
Hey, doing great there. Having a good time. But it's quiet this morning. Not a whole lot going on. Not too much stirring this morning. Hey, it's a good morning. Feels good outside. Just sit back and enjoy the life. Have a good cup of coffee and see what's happening in the world. Issue Purple, they're very quiet last night in the district. They had one medical call. Other than that, they're just going on with them. Don't have anything going on there this weekend. Excuse me, but when we have birthday day, this is Kim Sharp having a birthday today. And also Shane Ashley is having one. Miss Mary Blackwood is having one. So we hope these people have a great day today. Enjoy their day. Todd, nothing else going on down here. You have a great day up there. We'll talk to you next time.
All right, Luther, thanks so much. Have a great weekend.
I'm going to have a great time. You take care.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye. Luther Gillikin, sweet thing himself, wrapping up our call-around report for this Saturday morning. If you're celebrating a birthday or anniversary, give me a call right now, 287-3356. If you're celebrating a birthday, anniversary today or tomorrow, we're going to take all the names that have been called into the radio station here at WCAB. We're going to put them in a random drawing and pick a winner, and that winner will receive a Mi Pueblito gift certificate good for $5 off at the Mi Pueblito restaurants. Birthdays and anniversaries, call them in now.
Southern Carpet is the showplace for your floor covering needs. For example, life-proof luxury vinyl plank and tile, waterproof, pet, and kid-friendly. Southern Carpet has all grades of carpet in stock for your home or apartment. Names like Shaw, Dreamweaver, Mohawk, Tarkett, IBC, and so much more. It's a showplace of quality carpet and floor covering. For the best selection in town, depend on Southern Carpet and get great installation prices. Come see Clayton or Jeff for your flooring needs. They'll floor ya. 1512 West Main Street in Forest City and on the web at southerncarpet.net.
Live from beautiful downtown Whiteside Road in the Blue Room of WCAB, your connection to the world of entertainment and information is on the air. WCAB, what a way to spend a day.
Jones Angel here, thanking you for staying tuned to our friends in Rutherford County. WCAB, Rutherfordton.
20 minutes before the hour of 7 o'clock on this Saturday morning of September the 28th. We're going to check in now with Mr. Clifford Palmieri. We'll call him Mr. Assistant Friday night. How's that? Cliff, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good.
We got to find you an official title. You know, Mr. J. Coombs is Mr. Friday night. So
you got Christian 24 karat gold.
That's right.
And then you got Cliff Palmieri.
Cliff Palmieri. That's right. I did hear Christian on the broadcast last night. I was listening to some of the East Rutherford RS game, and East Rutherford figured out last night that you kind of got to play all four quarters last night, or you're going to lose, which they did. That was a great game. I thought East was going to keep it ahead, but they failed to hold them off. last night.
You had Calvin Jones late in the game. Score was tied. Him going for the go-ahead touchdown. He breaks one long, but about as soon as he got to the 50-yard line, you saw his leg stretch out, and it was an awkward turn, and I think he caught a cramp while running down the field. And obviously, when you're as fast as he is, a cramp can bring you down, and that's exactly what happened. No one tackled him. He just went straight to the ground. Luckily, it was just a cramp. The downside is it cost him a touchdown.
Yeah, I did hear that particular part. And I did tune in and listen to that particular part of it, and y'all were saying that there wasn't anybody around him, and he just down he went.
Yeah. Like you said, like I said earlier, is it could have been worse, obviously, because I've seen injury like that happen before. And it'd be more something like an ACL or an Achilles tendon tear, but luckily it was just a cramp. Downside is that it didn't get the score, but the upside is he's healthy. Calvin does a great job for the Cavaliers and plays his heart out all night long. So I understand the young man was fatigued. He was wore out. He plays both sides of the ball. And he was lighting it up on both sides of the ball. At one time, RS was actually running away from him. They were running more towards the left side, and you'll probably heard us say that quite a few times. They're running the left side a lot, and that's because it was away from his side. But I can't knock RS because a lot of teams would have given up in high school football, down 21-7, and RS kept just plugging away. Their quarterback, he's just a sophomore. I can't remember the young man's name just right off the top of my head. I'll have it in a second. But and then C.J. Hannon for RS obviously played lights out defense himself, along with running the ball very well.
Also, I'd like to pass along congratulations to C.J. Hannon. He was picked by you guys as the WCAB Football Player of the Week, and he will be getting a custom plaque made by Horns Custom Metalwork, and those things are absolutely beautiful. Love those things. So congratulations, C.J. Hannon. He helped lead the Hilltoppers to a 35-28 come-from-behind victory over county rival East Rutherford last night. So congratulations to that young man.
Oh, yeah, those trophies are beautiful. I actually had Calvin Jones with us last night. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get down to give it to him from the previous weeks. But I look forward to giving C.J. Hannon one. J.W. Bradley for Central received one at the beginning of the year, and now C.J. And it's neat when you give it to multiple different players. A lot of times we give it to just a running back. And I'm not saying this isn't me knocking CJ's offensive play, but his defensive play is one of the turning points on why he got it last night. Because Jaden Costin is the quarterback's name for Central. He was on the verge. He was a candidate. You had Ken Hines III, who was obviously a candidate. These are all names that we brought up during our breaks to talk about player of the game. But CJ when you talk about both sides of the ball playing from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, he was dominating, and I honestly believe that was the ultimate tide turner for RS, is because he wouldn't stop playing, and he rallied the troops with him, and they went on to win.
That's right. Of course, that was our Friday night football high school game of the week, East Rutherford at RS Central. Let's move on now. Chase, man, what a dominating performance, and we can't talk to Cliff too long on this because he's a little bit biased. Of course, Noah Palmieri, his son, does play for Chase, put on an outstanding show of dominance last night over Madison, 50-0. I read where Chase has beaten their opponents this year. Of course, they're undefeated, 5-0. They have beat every opponent by 30-plus points this year. Chase Trojans dominating this year.
Oh, yeah, they sure did. They won 50-0, like you said. Good, solid effort. They did have a key injury last night. Running back Stoney Hicks took a shot to the neck. They ended up transporting him to the hospital, but he did get a clean bill of health, and so he should be good. They just basically said I think he just received a good stinger, so he's good. But Chase, people say, well, they hadn't played anybody. Well, when you play teams that are not up to your caliber, it's how you beat them. You know you're going to beat them, but it's how you beat them. And Chase is not letting their foot off the gas. They're keeping the pedal to the metal. And Chase doing a good job. Now they got a big game coming up this week against Burns of Cleveland County, and we all know how those Cleveland County teams are. And but I think it's a trip saying that it would be an upset if Chase beats Burns because Chase is undefeated, and you were like, what? How can that be an upset? Well, anybody knows Rutherford County schools and Cleveland County schools knows that anytime you beat a Cleveland County school, it's considered an upset.
That's right. And that's always bragging rights right there.
Oh yeah, and I believe Chase is in a position where they might shock the world, and we're hoping we're going to talk about Burns. We'll worry about the next week's game the next week, but this week coming up is against Burns, and they're really looking forward to that matchup. And that will be in Lawndale. So
that's right. Look forward to that. Of course, also the other we have another undefeated team in the county, Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy. What a showing against Cherryville. Went to Cherryville and took them down 64-0. So Thomas Jefferson, I think since they've acquired the new coach there, is it Jerry Cash? Is that who that is? Yeah.
Coach Cash is still there and
turned that team around. I mean, he is showing his dominance over at Thomas Jefferson.
Oh yeah, he definitely is, and that's not knocking the former coaches. Obviously, they've built a culture there. They've got a great fan base down there, great support, and you can't ask for a better environment. Like you said, I'm a Chase Trojan. Chase Trojan's environment's great this year, but even in TJ's losing years, they had a great turnout, had great support, but they're definitely getting it now. And they're undefeated, and they played a Cherryville team now. Cherryville had lost some starters due to suspension, but I honestly don't know that it would have made much of a difference last night. TJ rolls past the Ironmen of Cherryville, and you can't ask for a better game for TJ. That's right. A tune-up game for them.
When you go into enemy territory, even though Cherryville still had a powerful team, even though they were down, they came into that game 2 wins and 3 losses. 2 of those wins were conference games, so they were 2-0 in the conference, and TJ just laid it to them and come home with the victory last night.
Yeah, I mean, when you lose, you think about TJ. Somebody's like, well, they've been good past couple of years. Well, each year they lose a lot. I mean, it's high school football. This isn't like the pros where you might lose 1 player or 2 players here and there. This is high school football. So, last year they rolled in and they weren't supposed to do anything because they lost like 20 ball players. 20 seniors had graduated. They were supposed to be down. Well, they ended up making it to the playoffs and doing really well in the playoffs. This year, they came in and everybody was talking about the players that they had lost, the Tyson Beavers and of course Nomi McMullins, who was a phenomenal athlete or is a phenomenal athlete. He's doing great things in college too. And they were expected to be down. They had a quarterback transfer out, and they went to East Rutherford, but then they had a quarterback transfer in, but they were both sophomores, so the new quarterback's just a sophomore. And you're thinking, okay, so it's going to take them a couple of years to get acclimated to the system, and by senior year they'll be back at it. But no, Cash does a great job of getting those young men prepared. His staff, can't brag on those guys enough. They definitely got a good job. They got a good team out of a team that a lot of people thought was going to be down this year, and they're not. They're just chugging along. You build a culture, you build a foundation, and you're going to succeed.
That's right. Congratulations to all our county teams this week. Love hearing all the Friday night football action. Of course, next week we've got our Friday night football game of the week. Looks like Pine Lake Prep at TJ. That'll be homecoming for TJ. Of course, like Cliff said, we got Chase at Burns, RS at Shelby, and Polk County at East. So we've got 2 county teams and Polk County undefeated, I do believe. Chase at Burns, RS at Shelby, Pine Lake at Thomas Jefferson, all coming up next week. High school football Friday night action. Cliff, we appreciate the Saturday morning reports. You guys do a great job covering all those for us, along with Mr. Friday Night himself, Jay Coombs, 24-karat Christian Gold, and Cliff Palmieri. So we got to come up with it.
You guys have a good day.
All right, thanks, Cliff. Thanks.
Later.
Cliff Palmieri giving us that report. High school football Friday night action. Of course, that was last night. Let us know what's happening in the world of football. Always like to hear from Mr. Palmieri this morning. If you're having a birthday or anniversary, give me a call now. Last call for birthdays and anniversaries this morning, 287-3356. We'll have a party in your honor and give away a Me Polito gift certificate. Coming up in just a few moments, birthdays and anniversaries. Call me now.